Welcome to the only podcast that is for those whose pink is their stink. It's tried but true. I'm your host, Jasper. That one only took one take, or two takes, technically. Sorry. Was that a little gross? Yes, but you know what? I felt it was appropriate. For the audio listeners, it's appropriate, because I'm in a cunty little pink eyeshadow. And also, for the audio and visual, technically this shirt is brown and pink. See, we're connecting dots. Eyes pink, shirt pink, pussy pink. What is this podcast even? Jesus. In this episode, we are going to talk about things that I find embarrassing, but it's only embarrassing when I do it. And trying out a new segment, which is basically just a lot of old segments, but with a new name. We are doing Trying to Be True, the News, or something. I don't know. That's a work in progress title. I thought of it a couple minutes ago. But yeah, Trying to Be True, News. That's the title. That's segment 2, where we talk about hot topics. Yes, we are going to talk about Coachella again. Reminder, I record these on a Monday and they come out on Friday. So Coachella is relevant because it just happened yesterday, okay? Okay? Sorry. I'm in a very weird mood because weirdly I got ready and I had an hour to spare this morning. So I just putted around my house for an hour. I finished my makeup, my outfit, everything. Just chilled out. It was weird. And then I got to Gungahlin or whatever, and I went into the marketplace and I did a little shopping. Hey, guess what? Because I had 10 minutes between buses. Sorry if you can hear this. But Richie McGee over here, I'm going to do a haul for you guys of what I got in Gungahlin. Okay, first thing we got. Blue Powerade. I kept the receipt. ASMR. $4.50 for this Powerade. Then I bought Maybelline Last and Fix setting powder. Why? Because all the Maybelline stuff in Woolies was half price, and I needed more of this because I don't want to use my Huda Beauty every day because then it'll run out and then I have to buy it again. And instead of paying $10 or $20 full price, I have to pay $50, I think, $50 or $60 for the Huda Beauty one, which I don't want to use every day. It's great, I love it, but I'm not using it every day because that's expensive, and that is just now an annual Christmas gift. I've decided my House Labs foundation, my Huda Beauty setting powder, my concealer, my Tarte concealer, or birthday presents. Anyway, the real reason I went to Woolies though was to get the Powerade, but the reason I was looking at makeup is I got the Age Rewind Maybelline Concealer in shade 1 Light. Now, this was going to be a one and done. I was only going to get this and the Powerade, but since things were half price and I wasn't sure on my shade, I got another shade because I wasn't sure if this was going to match. I got shade Ivory in 0. I'm hoping my manifestation is light. 1 is my actual skin color, and this is a bit lighter, but it probably isn't. This is probably my skin color. This is probably a bit dark. In which case, who want a concealer for and they were $12.50 each. So I spent on all of this. I spent $39.50. Yeah, so I saved $35, and then I used my reward card. So yeah, I paid whatever I said, $35. I paid nearly $40. And again, one setting powder from Huda Beauty is that much. So yes, I will buy Maybelline stuff from Woolies when it's on sale. Jesus. But anyway, I got that because I'm trying to be a clean girl when I don't have to do anything. Because I feel like it's a bit excessive that I do a full face of makeup to get out of bed at 4 p.m., do the dishes, play the PlayStation, and go to bed. Maybe that's a day for a concealer and a lip tint. Maybe. Mayhaps that is the tea. Anyway, also I look incredibly cunty today. I love how I look. Photo of what I look like, because you can't see the whole thing. Yes, I am in a mini skirt. Yes, I did drop something in Woolies and flash people. Yes, I did actually leave a bit of a sweat stain on the seat I was sitting in my class just then. Anyway, also, sorry, the reason it's a wild day, let's get back on this ship, is I was like early so I could do that. I got to uni on time at like exactly 2:30 and my class started at 2:30. Clock, hey. And then in that class, really fun. I actually do love that class, and I actually really like this like today as well. But it was very deep, sad, depressing, anger feeling, I guess. We talked about immigration, and one immigrant who, oh my god, I've already forgotten his name. I'm sorry, but he is the one from Iran in 2013 was in a detainment center on Christmas Island, and he wrote like basically a memoir or like a novel. It's like a mix. It's like whatever through text. I feel like it's famous thing. So I will probably put his name somewhere in editing. Hopefully his name is right here. I literally just spent 2 hours talking about him. I should know his name. But anyway, so we read a bit of his book and stuff, and we had to talk about it. And because no one was really talking, and I didn't feel like talking today, but I put my hand up. And Jen, our gracious, lovely teacher, I started talking about like how I felt, and I basically talked about how immigration as a topic and how we blame immigration for stuff, and like the whole mentality of there's still no jobs. I was like, yo, how is that true when like they have to go through shit like this that we just read his book, already forgotten the name, I'm really bad at names, I'll put it here too, but his story, hey, guess what, it's sad, it's insane, and guess what, it's not that unique, which is the worst part. Probably not the worst part, probably all the like human rights violations, but you know what I mean. Like the worst, like it's all insane, but what's crazy and upsetting more than everything else, even everything is very upsetting, is that he is not a unique case. This wasn't negligence. This was intentional, and thousands of people went through it for no real reason. But anyway, I was like, yeah, this is weird, and it's weird that in 2026, 13 years on from when this happened, and probably not long enough, probably like 5, I don't know when he put out the book, but I'm guessing 5-ish years ago, so like 2020, I assume. No, earlier than that. Whatever. But like, from that, how is this still a topic, and how are the people pushing it leading in the polls? How is One Nation 60% of like, what is it, male voters or something? I forget what the polls are, but why is One Nation winning? Hey, One Nation, shit. Even if you believe in what they are spewing, if you believe what Pauline says, if you agree with what her statements, even then, if you vote for her, you are a dumb. I'm sorry, you are. Anyone who votes for One Nation, and yes, Liberal has failed, and that's why you vote for them. I get it, but also, just look at it. Pauline Hanson is an awful politician. First of all the stuff she's spouting about affordability, look at her voting history. Every single time a policy has come in to lower the cost of living, to lower house affordability, not to lower house cost, she has voted for, just kidding, she voted against it pretty much every time since she became a politician. Then, what else? Let's see. She's the least attended politician at Parliament House. She's never there, but you think she's gonna stand there and go there every single day and fight for your rights and fight for you indiscriminately? Wrong, she's not. She doesn't care. She is a politician because it's the only job she could have. And you know why she can have it? Because she's a greedy little pig who, guess what, is in the back pocket of billionaire Gina Reinhardt. And do you know what billionaires, especially Gina Reinhardt, doesn't want? That's right, things to be cheap and affordable. That's right. Do you know what she doesn't want? Do you know what the oil baron of Australia does not want? The baroness, whatever. Do you know what she doesn't want? Petrol prices to go down. Yes. It's almost common sense. It's almost like if you think about it for more than 3 seconds, maybe the politician who should become prime minister isn't the girl who doesn't go to parliament, who besties and is in the financial pocket of a billionaire who makes money off oil and petrol, who shadily takes money and is under investigation for how she markets and donations she takes, and has been a loser since the 90s. Maybe that's not the prime minister for us. Maybe that's not a good idea. Now, I can scream about this all night, but the fact is, if Donald Trump can become president, Pauline Hanson can. And hey, guess what? What happened when Donald Trump became president? That's right, war. Petrol prices went up. So yes, he has set a precedent for awful people to become in power. Awful ringers to become in power. And what has that proved? It's a bad idea. Do not let these evil villains, they are literal villains, Pauline Hanson and Donald Trump and shit people like that are villains. They are not just bad people. They are just not bad politicians. They are comic book villains. They are sinister. Why is Pauline Hanson a possible prime minister person? Why is One Nation, her party, probably going to win the next election at this rate? What the are we on about? Are we dumb? Yes, we are. 60% of at least men in Australia are stupid. Not to get political. Anyway, so to get back to my point, when we were talking about it, as you can tell, I'm a bit passionate about it. I care about it, obviously, because I'm a human. And yes, I did kind of cry, and it was kind of embarrassing. I didn't cry, but my voice cracked, and it was very embarrassing. And then we had to do a little writing exercise, and no one was putting their hand up to share, so I was like, fine, I'll do it. Did I think I kind of ate? Yes, I did. Sorry, but I probably did. And I had to say it, and I bumbled my words, and I was so shaking the whole time. I don't know why I was so nervous. I'm usually not nervous to talk in class and stuff. I was there was not many people there either. There was 10 people there. I could have done it. Anyway, so yeah, that's my day. That's why I'm in a weird mood, because my emotions have been happy, successful, productive, eating nice butter chicken for lunch, which was pretty good actually, especially the day after, to, concealer, makeup, I bought makeup, to immigration and the horrible way we treat immigrants, or people trying to flee from war-torn countries that we help make war-torn, to this podcast, to pink pussy and pink and stink, and implying that, yeah. So anyway, let's actually get on, because it's been so long. Holy shit. This intro has taken majority of the episode. Let's get into it.
So me to kill my indulgences with a sharp blow to the temple.
So these are things that are humiliating, but only when it happens to me. Admittedly, I was meant to fill out this list a bit more, so these are first thoughts. And as I've been saying this week, first thought, best thought. So first, we have accidentally getting a sniff and realizing I forgot deodorant. Okay. Now, I think this is actually embarrassing for everyone, because if you stink, that's embarrassing. But what I mean is, like, not even forgot deodorant, because I don't really forget to wear deodorant that much anymore. I forget to wear perfume all the time, though. Not today. I smell like Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth. In fact, ASMR. Is that good ASMR? I don't know. Period. God, I love that smell. But Sweet Tooth, especially the body mist, because they do smell different. The actual perfume and the body mists, obviously. Unfortunately, it's just how I smell. It's not necessarily that I love the smell anymore. I kind of want to switch it up more. Well, I did switch it up for a little bit. I have a mango one as well. But that doesn't feel very summery. This feels very wintry, even though I wore it all through summer. But anyway, this is just how I smell. This sounds like tuck-in, tight mini skirt, Bacardi and Coke. I'm getting notes of also drunk selfies in a bathroom. Texting people I shouldn't on Grindr. There's all the sent notes, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, so like, what I mean is, like, I just woke up and I haven't had a shower, and I go. It doesn't really happen often anymore, but it does happen when I forget to shave my armpits. Hey, look, I'm all for women to have body hair and all that. I think you truly do whatever you want, but personally, I need to shave my pits because I will smell otherwise. It's gross. If I don't shave for like more than like 3 days, like if I wait 3 or more days, I stink. I put deodorant on, 3 hours later, stink. I shave my armpits, I smell like nothing. So I put deodorant on and I smell like whatever my deodorant smelled like. And then I smell like Sabrina Carpenter Sweet Tooth or Body Mist Mango. Or I also had, I don't know, some other like herb, like spicy something that people, after I stopped wearing it, said, I actually never liked that one. That one was actually bad and you stunk all the time and we hated it. When I bought a new one. Like when I changed scents, that's when people said, actually, we didn't like that one. So, hey, you all hate me, don't you? So you all are preying on my downfall. God, I'm sorry, I'm just having so hard in this. Look. Anyway, next thing. Someone sitting where I was just sitting. Oh my god, okay. So, as I implied earlier, sometimes I do have a sweaty butt. I know I'm perfect, beautiful, sexy, elegant, awe-inspiring, but I am also perspiring. Fuck me in the fucking hellhole. I'm awe-inspiring, but also perspiring. Why can't I pronounce that word? I'm mad. Whatever. We're moving on. Yeah, so like it's more like, so here at uni when I am like in between classes and I'm studying, watching Netflix. That's a lie. I'm watching Binge. Binge is like the only thing on my iPad right now for some reason. So when I'm watching the in-betweeners, It Crowd, Taskmaster, pretty much any British show, sitcom that's like that, I am only in like, there's like these study pods in a few areas around campus. Another day, I was there, and it was when I was a little, I'm not going to say hungover, because I don't want to lose my streak of never being hungover, but when I was a little under the weather, a little sick, because I went out drinking the night before and didn't really fall asleep, and I'd be up early, I was like sweating and whatever, and I got up, put my stuff in the bin, and then walked back to leave because the door was whatever, and someone was already sitting down. It was so embarrassing because someone like wedged the straw on the other side Like the way it is, there's 2 seats and a table, and then there's like walls around it. But anyway, on one of them, a straw was stuck down. Not where I was sitting, and I only noticed it once I got up and put my stuff in the bin. But yeah, anyway, so I assumed she thought it was me, and she thought I was a fat, disgusting, messy prick, and I would have to agree with her in that sense. Hence, embarrassing. But also, when I've been sweating and someone sits in my sweat and my ass is still visible on the seat, that is also embarrassing. That's also why I was tugging my chair. Am I polite? No. My hole is sweating. Okay, the last two are connected, but being 6+ minutes early or being 6 to 25 minutes late. So what I mean by that is basically if something is at 2:30, for example, today, I am okay if I get there at 2:25 or 2:35. No, wait, I lied. That's not what that means, and I disagree with what I'm saying. So I can be early 5 minutes, but if it's more than 5 minutes, more than 6 minutes, like if I get there at 12:20 or 2:20, 2:10, 1:50, I'm embarrassed. That's embarrassing. I'm such a loser. Why am I so eager? And then if I'm only 5 minutes late, so if I'm 1 minute late, 2 late, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute late, that's okay. But once I hit 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, I'm embarrassed. That's embarrassing. But once I hit back to half an hour, that's okay because I was late for a reason. There's plausible excuses that are worth being late for, whereas if you're 5 to 10 minutes late, I feel like there's no real reason to be late. So that's embarrassing. So yeah, those are things that are embarrassing. That was kind of a speed run, but also I didn't expect the introduction to take as long as it did, because we're low-key near the end of the episode and I haven't even got to the main topic. So yeah, transition, maybe not, because I feel like I haven't been cutting, so we're just going to do a straight cut to the next segment. I just realized this entire time I haven't been recording audio. I have about 5 minutes of audio at the beginning, I think. Yeah. What the fuck? Next week, the audio will be fine. Excuse me, sorry. Next week, audio will be fine. It's okay. Don't worry. New segment. There's fringe in my eye because I didn't cut it properly. Welcome to Trying to be True News. Our headlines are Tyler Catastrophe. Tyler. I can't pronounce that word for some reason. Holy shit. Not my day for pronunciation. And you guessed it, Coachella, particularly Madonna. And also we're hating on Justin Bieber again. Yay! If we talk about Coachella, we're hating on Justin Bieber. Sorry. Anyway. So, how this is going to work is we're going to talk about hot topics.
What was that? Okay, James.
It's not, even though it's called news, it is not news. This is not necessarily factual, and I would not take my word for it. I would do your own research. But you can take my word for it because I'm right about everything. But legally, I am saying that you don't. Don't take my word for it. Legally. Illegally, go for it. Okay, so Tyler Catastrophe. I'll put him up. He is the internet's current lolcow. Don't know what a lolcow is? No, but I can guess. I assume it's just a person we laugh at because they're silly and funny. But actually, dark history of it. Not dark history, but like most of the time, lolcows, or all the time, I don't know. We laugh at them and we make fun of them, but we ignore the original reason why we don't like them. So like, I can't think of a single other person, but like they're people who did a bad thing or do bad things, but when we make fun of them, we're not like, oh my god, what about that bad thing they did? It's, oh my god, look at what he said, look at how he talks, look at blah, 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 blah. And that is kind of happening with Tyler Catastrophe, where he was made, the reason we don't like him, me and you, us, yeah, the reason we don't like him is because he condones and denies allegations against Wilbur Soot, also known as Wilbur something, I forget what his real name is, who was a Minecraft Twitch streamer and a singer in a band called Lovejoy. And he was accused of biting his partner inconsensually and like sexually assaulting her. And Tyler, who has met this man one time at a meet and greet, has one photo with him, and has had a crush on him for 7 years, his words, says, no, that's not sexual assault. Even though Wilbur has said, yeah, that happened, sorry, blah, 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 whatever. He's a loser, but he did admit, yeah, it's true, that happened. And Tyler isn't saying that's not the case either. He is saying that it's not sexual assault because Wilbur didn't mean it. He didn't mean to bite that hard. And it's a communication issue. Blah, 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 even though it's not. And I'm not getting into it because I don't know enough about it, but I believe victims. And I do believe when you bite someone and you leave a mark, unless they've explicitly said, leave a mark on me when you bite me, it's a little assaulty. Hey, that pastor doesn't need any more assault. Sorry, bad joke. Anyway, so that's why we don't like him. And there's a guy called Cranston, I believe, who is also a Twitch streamer, who I have a crush on, kind of. Not really. He's an attractive guy. Sorry. But he came and talked about it, and he was like, whoa, this is weird, blah, 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 blah. It looks like I'm bored. Hey, what's going on there? Why am I bored? Sorry. He was like, he like reviewed all his statements and stuff. And since then, Tyler has like all his old videos, not that old, but like all his videos are coming up and are becoming popular and people are re-sharing them. And he is just so clearly narcissistic, delusional, egotistical, up his own ass. Like, a lot of the things I'm seeing currently is that he's selling his paintings and his jewelry for insane amount. And he like, yeah, I don't know. It's just insane. Like, a lot of the... Like, it's insane because the jewelry especially, it's like $500 or something. It's over $200. And his excuse is, well, I work really hard on this. This takes a long time and they're very unique. And people are being like, well, they're not that unique. And sure, it takes you a long time, but they don't actually take a long time. He also has a GoFundMe for a couple $1,000 to move to Britain, to Brighton. And do you know who lives in Brighton? Wilbur Soot. Yeah. He wants to move. He says it's because the feeling I felt when I went there, I could not describe it to you. It's the first time I felt like myself ever since I totaled that Corolla with my body, and I survived, but it didn't. That's me paraphrasing. Yeah, so he has that. He's also signed $1,000. He also came out and was like, to defend himself, he was like, hey, everyone hating on me and everyone making videos about me, I hope you donate that money to abuse victims or whatever. I hope when he has a GoFundMe to move to Brighton, to move countries for $1,000, and people are giving him money to hey girl, why don't you donate that money to abuse victims?
So me to kill my indulgences with a sharp blow to the temple.
Maybe that's an idea. Anyway, what else has he talked about? Oh, he has really bad covers of a Lovejoy song, which is really in my head because it's like,
So me to kill my indulgences with a sharp blow to the temple. Pick up the phone, call into everything.
with a sharp blow to the tempo. And unfortunately, that's in my head and it's stuck exactly how he sings it. He sings it badly, and I'm not a musician, but he sings bad. Anyway, that's just really funny. So, yeah. So he's the current locale. He's the current TikTok person I see all the time, who I feel a lot of people are seeing. And this clip will go very well. Actually, I haven't really made a clip. But anyway, if this was a clip, it would go really well. Because I can do hashtag Tyler Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Whatever. I'd be like, hey, Tyler, you think your jewelry sucks? You're a weirdo. Wilbur is an abuser. You defend an abuser. You're a hypocrite. You're weird. I don't like you. And yes, I'm going to continue making fun of you. But we are not making fun of his gender. Him being a trans man, the least of our problems. And it's not a problem, sorry. That was an awful way to say it. Him being a trans man has nothing to do with him being an utter loser. In fact, the most redeeming thing about him is his trans mansness. But he has no trans mass swag at all. That's crazy. I generally don't think I've met anyone I've heard of a trans mass person with less swag than Tyler. Than Tyler. I was going to call him Tyler Soot. In his dreams. Next headline. Madonna surprise appearance at Sabrina Carpenter's Night One headline. And they performed Like a Prayer, one of my favorite Madonna songs, and their new unreleased duet, which I'm very excited for, and I can't wait to listen. It was very good. Look, Madonna is like 70. Sure, she probably lip synced. She kind of just walked around, but she looked fierce. She was serving Mama Diva Slay. That's all we need from Madonna at this point, okay? If she was doing 15 squats for her performance 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and she was like 40s, 50s? She was like in her 50s 20 years ago. Why are we expecting that at her from a surprise appearance now? Also, other people to appear were Gina Davis to complete the Thelma and Louise duo, which I thought was cool. Terry Crews was there as well. She didn't do anything else controversial, I don't think. Yeah. But, sorry, what I want to talk about is that Madonna is getting shit, as I just alluded to, that she was born or whatever, and people are criticizing that she just walked around on stage. Yeah, she is how old is Madonna? Madonna is 67, 67.
You can definitely tell.
I did not know that. I did not set that up, obviously. So Madonna is a 67-year-old. And what, you expect her to move like the 25-year-old Sabrina Carpenter? Right. So Madonna gets shit because she ain't, popping her pussy. But hey, what did Justin Bieber do again? Sit on his ass and watch YouTube, which requires even less effort. Right. And he's what? He's more than half Madonna's age. You could put like 3 or 4 Justin Biebers. You could put like 2 or 3 Justin Biebers together, and that would be Madonna in age and popularity. Right. So So we hate Madonna for that. But Justin Bieber, again, greatest performance ever. My hands are out here. I'm Naruto podcasting. Right. No, period. No, you're right. I'm silly. I'm stupid. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. It was a totally different performance. No, you're right. The believers aren't weird. If you liked the Justin Bieber performance, I agree to disagree, and you're a stupid dumb fuck. What? Who said that? Guys, we need to get that door closed. That wind, it's making a lot of noise. It's sounding like we're saying stuff, which we're not, because I didn't say that. The wind, and it's so strong that it makes my mouth move as it makes that sound. We need to cut it out. Okay, thank you. What's up? We've been on too long and we need to move on. We should probably just end the episode, but we're going to do Put You On. Right? Okay, cool. We're doing Put You On. Okay, first song is Despise by Monica Bastain, if that's how you pronounce her name. I don't know. I've never asked. And yes, I say asked, because I know her. Yeah, I know her. Sorry. I know her. She's my friend. Yeah. Listen to my friend's music, guys. It's really good. Look, admittedly, it's not like the pop music I talk about, because pop music is my love and joy. Lovejoy. It's all connected. Everywhere I go, it's Wilbur Soot and Tyler Catastrophe that I still can't pronounce. But it's really good. She is a phenomenal writer. So I'm just gonna, sit here and slub on her knob right now. Because you know what? We're doing it. That's one of my clips every week is we're shouting out our artist. We're talking about our artist on Put You On, and I'm putting it as a clip. We're adding them, and I'm either going to get famous or they're going to feel good because I talked about them. And Monica, you're going to do both. Yeah, she is a brilliant writer. I've known her since 2025, since last year. Early 2025, maybe late 2024, actually. No, I think it's been late 2024. No. I don't know. I've known her for a long time because I have a lot of uni classes with her because we're both doing like the same degree. And yeah, every time I read her writing, it's great. She has phenomenal writing. I love her writing. Well, to be honest, I love everyone's writing because I think majority of the people I have classes with are very talented, but she is especially very talented. And her music is also very good. I admittedly have only listened once, so I need to re-listen. I've listened more than that. But I haven't read the lyrics. I need to. Because I assume they're good on their own. Because, hey, guess what? She's a great writer. Please listen to her. She deserves it. And I'm not just doing that because she held a gun to my head and told me to do it. That didn't happen, guys. Jeez. Anyway. What else? I really got into I know who I'm going to talk about next. If I can pronounce their name. It's, okay. Derek Lumiere. The rapper, I have a few songs. I like my favorite song of his and my favorite song at the moment. The first verse is Sickening. Miniskirt. I also like I Do, Intravenous, and I Know, I believe is the next song. Crazy Boy. Sorry. Crazy Boy is the other song. I really love Crazy Boy too. Crazy Boy and Miniskirt are my favorite songs of his. Jet Blyden released a new song, American Heartthrob. He had a song called Ape Shit, which kind of went a bit viral, which was like I forget the lyrics, but it's a good song. Got back into Hilary Duff with Mature and Roommates. Wanna Be Her, Muna's new song, love it. She did it again, Tyler and Zara Larson's new song, love it. Celebrity Fragrance by Olive Ugly, phenomenal. Pretty much whenever a drag queen I like puts out music, I fuck with it. Think Trixie Mattel. But also, Olive Ugly, Sickening song. Drop Dead by Olivia Rodrigo. It's really good. I hate that she's getting hate again for copying. Hey guys. Artists are inspired by each other and low-key kind of copy each other all the time. Especially young artists who haven't exactly found a style or who are changing their style. So let's leave her alone. Got back into 5 Seconds of Summer with Not Okay, Telephone Busy, Number One Obsession, and Evolve. Ooh, really with Alexia. That's probably how you pronounce it. Alexia. It just felt like a weirdo, sorry. But her favorite song of mine is Clothes Off, but there's also Bullshit Baby, Punch Drunk Love, and The Hit. I got back in Taylor Swift with Cruel Summer, Getaway Car, and But Daddy I Love Him. Upon revisit, Daddy But I Love Him is actually a really good song. So is You're Losing Me. You're Losing Me, in my opinion, is Taylor Swift's magnum opus, especially the last 30 seconds. Diva. Love it. Peach PRC is still there. Then Blink-182 and stuff. All the basics. Anyway. That's it. I think we're done because we are. I think we're over time. I just made eye contact with someone out there. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. I'm gonna go pee because I've been needing to pee this whole time. That's probably why I've been a bit erratic for the past hour. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. Bye. Love you.